The status quo is preserved, NASA stays public, but at a terrible cost. Two scientists murdered, a massive ethical breach covered up, and Rachel and Toland are free to pursue their relationship.
It's a somewhat unsettling happy ending.
Very unsettling, and that core conflict, that fictional battle over NASA's funding, the government versus private interests, it really does echo the exact same debates happening for real today in the U.S. space sector.
Absolutely. That CSIS analysis confirms it. The private space industry is investing heavily, lobbying hard. There's real friction between old space and new space.
These companies want policy changes, deregulation, faster market access. They're pushing hard.
And everyone's trying to find that balance between encouraging innovation and managing risk, right?
It's incredibly difficult. The companies say, look, safety is paramount, we learned from Challenger and Columbia. But they also argue that overly strict regulations like ITAR and EAR can stifle development, scare away investors.
And maybe let competitors like China or Russia get ahead.
That's the fear. So the tension is immense.
And the lesson, maybe, from both the fiction and the reality, is that the potential for deception, or at least, let's say, strategic information management, in the pursuit of power or profit is always there.
It's a constant risk. Whether it's a government official trying to hide a failure, like in Capricorn 1, or a politician exploiting a crisis, or even a Pickering-type figure fabricating truth for ideological reasons, the stakes just keep getting higher.
Especially when you look at the money involved. The global space industry is already worth hundreds of billions. Projections say over $1 trillion by 2040.
The pressure to control that domain, to decide who gets to operate in space, who profits from it, it's only going to intensify.
Which brings us to a final thought, something for you, the listener, to chew on. Given the dangers we see in Deception Point, a high-ranking intelligence director like Pickering taking lethal action, convinced he's acting for national security, where should we draw the line in the real world?
Should governments adopt that smart regulation approach that many real-world aerospace companies advocate for? Set basic safety standards, ensure things don't fall out of the sky, but otherwise get out of the way to let innovation rip.
Or does the huge strategic importance of space, the very reason Pickering felt justified in his extreme actions, actually demand much tighter government control? Does it require the level of secrecy, the concentrated power we see in these thrillers, even if that creates the risk of those same ethical compromises, those potential abuses of power?
It's a massive question. How do you balance innovation, national security, corporate interests, and ethical responsibility when the final frontier is opening up?
A debate that definitely goes far beyond the Arctic ice.